this one, I'm going to read the synopsis. Oh, jeez. The synopsis. So, hey guys, it's Jess. I'm here today with a haul video. I don't have a ton of books, so that's good, but I have definitely broken my book buying ban that I had set for myself as a challenge for this year. I feel like there are worse things to fail at, so let's get started. First, I picked up the Game of Thrones series. I'm hoping to get through this sometime this year. We'll see what happens. Even if I only get through the first two, I'll still be pretty happy with myself. Then I picked up Fairest by Marissa Meyer. This is all about Lavanna the Queen, and I'm really excited to read it. If you've read it already, tell me if I have to read it in order. Like, should I read this after Cress, or can I read it whenever? I know it's supposed to be a prequel, but let me know what you think. Are there spoilers in this from Scarlet and Cress? I'm interested. Then I picked up Paper Towns by John Green, and that is because I read The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, and I had to get my hands on another John Green book to see if they were as good. So this one, I'm going to read the synopsis because that's what drew me into this one. It says, Quentin Jacobson has spent a lifetime loving the magnificently adventurous Margot Roth Spiegelman from afar. So when she cracks open a window and climbs into his life, dressed like a ninja, and summoning him for an ingenious campaign of revenge, he follows. After their all-nighter ends and a new day breaks, Q arrives at school to discover that Margot, always an enigma, has now become a mystery. But Q soon learns that there are clues, and they're for him. Urged down a disconnected path, the closer he gets, the less Q sees the girl he thought he knew. And it just sounds awesome, and it sounds interesting, so I'm really excited to get to this. Hopefully I read it next month. That's the plan. Then we have another little piece by Kate Carius Quinn. This one, this is kind of what I got from the synopsis, that it sounds like this girl wakes up in someone else's body, and she has to figure out how and why. So that's kind of what I gathered from it. Also, I love her dress, as a side note. Then I picked up Elsewhere by Gabriel Zevin. This one, I'm going to read the synopsis because that's what drew me in. It's kind of like a letter, and it says, Dear Dr. Fujiyama, by now you have probably heard that I'm dead. This means I won't be attending this year's regional science fair, which is a great disappointment to me, as I'm sure it also is for you. At the time I died, I felt I was starting to make real progress with those earthworms. I really enjoyed your class and continue to follow along from the place where, and then it says, I'm now living, and it's all crossed out, and it says, I now find myself. Dissecting the pig looked pretty interesting, and I thought I might try it. Unfortunately, there aren't any dead pigs here for me to dissect. I was disappointed not to see you at the funeral, as you were my favorite teacher, even including middle and elementary school. Not to give you a hard time or anything, Dr. F. And then it has a smiley emoji. Yours, Elizabeth Marie Hall, 5th period biology. And I was just super interested in this because it sounds like she's died or been transported somewhere else or whatever it may be, and it just sounded really interesting to me. Then we have The Lux by Anna Godbersen. This is a historical fiction about a girl who finds out that her status where she is not secure, and so she's working on getting it secure and doing whatever she has to. And really, I got it because it's historical fiction, and I love historical fiction, and that cover is just gorgeous. And I know that's shallow, but it's the truth. Then I have Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. This is about a girl's best friend who disappears and leaves her a kind of to-do list. And that's what the synopsis on the back is. It says 1. Kiss a stranger. 2. Go skinny dipping. 3. Steal something. 4. Break something. 5. Penelope. 6. Ride a Dern horse, you cowpoke. 7. 55 South Ave. Ask for Mona. 8. The backless dress and summer to wear it. 9. Dance until dawn. 10. Share some secrets in the dark. 11. Hug a Jamie. 12. Apple picking at night. 13. Sleep under the stars. And it just seems so cool. It just seems like a really cool idea and a really awesome book. And I've heard a lot of great things, so I'm really excited to read it. Then I have my first Brandon Sanderson book ever, The Arithmetist. And this is about people who can infuse life into 2D objects. And then there's a group of 2D objects called chalkings that have come to life, and they're like wild chalkings. They've come to life and somehow gotten free and gotten away. And there's a group of students who fights against these Chalkings and tries to take care of them, and all of a sudden these students start disappearing, and Joel, I assume the main character, has always wanted to be a rhythmatist and has never had the opportunity until the actual rhythmatist students start disappearing. I've heard so many great things about Brandon Sanderson, so I'm actually really interested in reading this. It is way beyond my normal reading zone. It's very fantasy. That's pretty much his, like, he's king for fantasy and some amazing fantasy genres. So this is how I'm going to start getting into Brandon Sanderson. And then last, a book I am so excited for. The Mime Order by Samantha Shannon. I am so excited. I loved the first book and I cannot wait to read this. I will be reading it in March because I'm super excited, and that's why, and I cannot wait to hear more about Paige's story and what happens and the Mime Lords and all the amazing that comes from this series. And that is my book haul. If you've got any new books or if you've picked up any of the books I have and you liked them or hated them, please leave comments down below. And that's all I have today. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye!